Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Lexi and today we're doing a WIP and Chat. WIP stands for work in progress, and these videos are just a chance for us to have a little chat, work on our WIPs, and just kind of catch up on what's been going on. So please let me know down in the comments how you're doing, what you're working on, what's been going on in your life, what have you been up to, all that good stuff. I hope you're having a good week, and all that good stuff. I hope you're not too cold wherever you live at, because it has been absolutely freezing here. It's been terrible. It's been like negative, whatever degrees. It's been so cold. And we got a little bit of snow and a lot of rain and icy stuff. Our power went out. So that was fun. And yeah, I've just been feeling like, all cozy in my house, but not really wanting to go outside, which is a bummer. I have been feeling sun deprived or something, just haven't been going outside at all. And my dogs are going like stir crazy. So I am working on The Great Big Owl by Jeremiah Kettner. This is a diamond painting that I am doing for the Jeremiah Kettner diamond art event that is being hosted by Bree. Her channel is Painting with Pities, and I'll link her down below. And I'll also link everything that I'm using accessory-wise down below as well, as far as my pen and my Trinket tray and my drill tray and all that stuff. I'll link down below as well. So yeah, I haven't made a ton of progress since last week. I was doing pretty good and then kind of slowed down just because, life. Life gets in the way sometimes, but yeah. But it's an absolutely gorgeous painting. I'm loving working on it, and I wish I was further along. It's so beautiful, and it's honestly a joy to work on. The colors are so beautiful. The image is just so cute. So yeah, I'm hoping to get more done this week, hopefully. But yeah. So I have some big stuff coming up this week as far as like meetings go at work. So I've been like preparing for those. And that's been a little bit stressful and just like consuming a lot of my like brain power, I guess. I've been like kind of anxious about that, and actually today's the day. Today is the day that I have to go to that meeting. So it's very early in the morning right now, and I have that meeting today, and I'm kind of nervous about it. And it's like a big presentation that we have to give, so I'm a little bit nervous about that. And I just want to do a good job. And I don't necessarily mind speaking in front of other people, especially since it's going to be like a Zoom call. It's not even like in front. It's not like in person, which makes it a little bit easier, but I just want to make sure that I do a good job. So I'm kind of nervous about that. And I don't know. To be honest, I've really been trying to focus on my health, like my physical health. And sometimes I feel like, I don't know, like the stress, so like there's stress at work. And I feel like that's normal. Like it's normal to have stress at work, and it's normal to have stress in life, right? But I'm really trying to minimize stress this year, especially unnecessary stress, so that I can focus on my physical health, especially right now as I'm like trying to recover from this surgery that I had, which I'll give you an update on that in just a minute. And I don't know, this is gonna sound like kind of crazy, but sometimes I feel like I almost need like time off to like focus on my health, which is not really possible. I mean, it's not really something that I could do or would do. But it almost feels like I just need like a few months to like focus on my health and stuff, but I don't know. So I went to so if you don't know, like if you haven't seen the last few videos, I had surgery on December 30th for something like super weird and unexpected. It was kind of an emergency. They really don't know what caused it, but all of a sudden I had a weird like mass under my skin on my leg, and it turned out to be an infection, and they don't know like where it came from or anything like that, and they actually think it's an auto-inflammatory disorder that I have, and I've been to see like my doctor and dermatology and my surgeon since then and everything, but anyway, so I went to go see my surgeon last Friday, and I don't know, so I really thought, maybe I'm delusional, but I really thought that I would be better by now, and that I would be back to myself, that I would be back 100%, that like I would be all healed and like ready to go by now, because it's been almost a month. And so I went to see my surgeon on last Friday, and the day before I went in, or maybe, no, it really started like a week before, but it got worse. So everything was going like the right direction, and then I started to notice that I was having like some complications with like the incision on my leg, and I mean, I'm fine. I don't want any, let me just preface this by saying I'm totally fine, so nobody needs to worry or anything like that. But I really just like wasn't sure like what was going on with the incision, and I was a little bit worried that I might have had like a hematoma underneath the incision, which is like a, you know, a collection of blood underneath it or something like that. And while this was going on, I also had that wonderful little stomach bug that was going around for everybody. And then the lump that I had underneath the incision kind of went down, and I was like, okay, yeah, I think it was just like either a hematoma or a seroma or something like that. Well, then the day before I went to go see my surgeon again on Friday, it got worse. It came back. And I was like, what the heck is going on? And so I went to go see my surgeon, and he's like, I think that either it's just like fluid underneath your incision, like just the body's natural process of like dealing with this, or it could be a recurrence of the problem. But he did not want to like take me back into surgery. He's like, I don't really want to, he's like, I kind of want to leave it alone because it does not look infected at all. He's like, it's just like, he's like, it actually looks fine. It's just like the skin is really tight and there's like a lump under there. So I'm like, okay. And he said, call me back in a few days if it gets worse, you know, if it starts going the other way. Well, over the weekend, my incision had been like pretty much closed And over the weekend, it like popped open. So it's really been, I don't know. Like everything's fine. I'm not in any danger. Like I'm gonna be fine, but it's just like, it's been a lot to deal with, and I know that this is just temporary and it is going to heal and I'll be back to myself, but I'm just frustrated because I really wanted to start working out again. I want to take my dogs for a walk, and I can't do that stuff. It also really bothers me with sitting because it's on the back part of my leg and it rubs on like the chair where I sit. And so I can't sit for too long, so when I'm at work, it's kind of okay because I do have like a sit to stand desk. So I do have like the option to like get up and stand if I can. But it's not super comfortable, and it does hurt sometimes and stuff like that, but I'm just not, I don't know. I'm just not feeling well overall. Like, I guess what I mean is I just don't feel like back to myself. I don't feel 100%. And like to sit in diamond paint, like I can do it. But like after about 30 to 45 minutes, like it starts to hurt and then I have to get up. So like, which is fine, but it's just, I would just wish that I felt like my normal self and I could get back to like the normal things that I was doing, I can't lift anything heavy. So I have to keep asking my husband, like, oh, can you like, empty the garbage can, or can you lift like this, thing of bottled water, or can you do this or that? And like, I just feel like a pain. You know what I mean? Like, I have to keep asking him to do things. And it just bothers me. I just want to go back to, myself. So, but I know that I'm getting better, and it's just going to take time, but I feel like I've had a setback, and I don't like that. But with all that being said, I do like, I appreciate, everybody's kind words. I really, really appreciate everybody sending me well wishes, and I feel really, really blessed to have so many people that care and, take the time to say, I hope you're feeling better and all of that stuff. And I really do appreciate it. And, I appreciate people checking in on me and things like that. So thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. I really do feel blessed. Even though it just sounds like I complained for the last 10 minutes, I really do feel blessed. And everything's fine, and it's gonna be over soon. It's all good, but yeah. So I do want to give a little bit of an update, like on the channel and my live stream schedule and the shop, because I am gonna just make some changes in the short term because of what's going on. So I'm going to keep uploading this sort of like pre-recorded content like this, like I have been, because I'm really enjoying doing the WIP and Chats and the Mystery Mondays and all of that. I'm really happy that I'm like back into the WIP and Chats. I love doing WIP and Chats, and I'm loving doing the Mystery Monday content. It's sort of easier for me to manage this pre-recorded content versus the live streams right now. The sitting thing is one thing. It is like I need to be able to like stand up when I need to stand up type of thing. And if I'm on a live stream, it would be kind of odd, like after like 30 minutes, if I'm like, okay, I just have to like go and stand up now, or I have to go now. So I think instead of me like trying to like, oh, okay, I'm going to do a live stream next week, and then having to cancel, I'm going to just go ahead and put live streaming on hold, like, I guess indefinitely, until I know that I'm ready to come back to it, instead of like trying like, okay, well, I'll try for next week, and then I can't do it next week, you know, because I just feel like every week I'm having to come on and be like, oh, I can't do it, you know, and then I feel like I'm letting people down, and I hate that feeling. So, and I don't want to let you guys down, you know. I do miss doing the live streams because it was really fun, you know, to do those Thursday nights, and I always looked forward to it because it led into the weekend and it was a great time. So, but I think I'm just going to have to pause them for a while. So the sitting is one thing. The other thing is, so I've been having to take medication. I've been having to take gabapentin for my like incision pain and stuff, and it makes me kind of like spacey. And I was already spacey to begin with. I don't know if anybody's noticed. And I just feel like on a live stream, it's not necessarily like the best attribute to have, because you have to kind of like think on the fly and you're responding to people. And I guess I just don't feel like I'm my best self right now. I guess is the bottom line. I just don't feel like I'm my best self. So I think what I'm going to do is kind of just put them on pause for now. I am still going to schedule a members live stream so that we can do that. I think that that is doable, that is manageable. And, you know, if I'm feeling up to it and I'm feeling well enough, one day I might do like a pop-up live stream for everybody. You know, if it's something that one day, if I just randomly feel like I can do it, I will, rather than having a scheduled time where, like, I just never know how I'm going to feel day to day or hour to hour, really. So I think for now, I think that's how I'm going to do it. And then once I'm feeling, you know, back to where I was before this all happened, then I can, you know, go back to what I was doing before. And I hope everybody understands, and I apologize. I don't, you know, I don't want to let people down. I hate that feeling. I hate letting people down. But I do think it's for the best, and I think I do need to kind of prioritize just getting better, and so that I can get back to, you know, 100%. But also, I don't know that it would, I don't even know that they would be the best live streams right now either. You know what I mean? Like, so, yeah. Like, I feel like I can manage the pre-recorded content because it's like, if I need to pause, I can pause and get up. If I need to edit something out, I can edit something out. Like, it's just more manageable. And then with the shop, like, I had planned before any of this happened to bring back custom tray orders in January. I just can't do that right now because of, you know, everything that's going on. So as soon as I am better and, you know, not having to, because what happens is I will get up to do something and I'll make a few trays and then I gotta sit down and take a break. So right now I just don't have like the energy, I guess, or stamina to be standing all day to make trays. So I can make like a few. But anyway, yeah, when I'm back to 100%, I'll open up the custom orders again. So I do apologize for that because I know I've got some messages from people. and I've got a waiting list of them, and I wanted to start doing them again in January, but, you know, my body decided to do something stupid, unfortunately. So, it's just so unpredictable. It's crazy how, like, just in the blink of an eye, something can happen and just change everything, you know? It's kind of wild. And it's really not even, like, that major. I'm not even, like, really trying to complain that much, because it's really kind of minor compared to, you know, it could be way worse, right? But sometimes life just throws you for a loop. So, but I've been working pretty hard on, you know, I explained, I think last week or maybe the week before, I've been trying to work hard on, like, changing my diet based on my doctor's recommendation. I actually had tried, so I had researched a bunch of stuff before I had even seen my doctor, because I kind of thought that, this was an inflammatory thing before I had even, like, gone to the ER. So I had researched a bunch of it before I even, like, had the surgery and stuff. And, like, I was sitting in my mom's house, like, doing research on it, like, what is this? And, I had, like, you know, looked up a bunch of stuff about the anti-inflammatory diet. And so I was like, okay, after Christmas, I'm going to start on this. And then after I had my surgery and I went to see my regular doctor, she was like, I want you to do the anti-inflammatory diet. And I was like, oh, good, because I already bought a book. So I've been working, like, hard on that. And I still need a little bit of improvement, because there's still a couple things that I'm eating that aren't, like, great for that, but I'm better than I was, and I'm actually really enjoying it, and I'm making, like, things that taste really good that I really, really like. And I'm also trying to add in, like, fermented foods, because those are supposed to be good for inflammation. So I've been drinking kombucha, I've been eating kimchi, I got sourdough bread because that's supposed to be good, like, because it's fermented. And then there was something else, oh, sauerkraut. So yeah, I've been, like, into fermented foods. Oh, I'm making some fermented, this is gonna sound disgusting probably, but I'm making this, like, fermented honey garlic stuff that my friend actually told me about. You put a bunch of garlic cloves in honey and let it ferment. And then you can use it, like, to cook with, or, you know, you can put it, like, on chicken, or you can put it on salad, or make a dressing with it, or you can just eat a spoonful of the honey. And it's supposed to be really good, like, for your immune system. It's supposed to be good for anti-inflammatory stuff. So yeah, so I made some of that this weekend, but I just have to let it sit for, I think, 4 weeks or something like that. So yeah, so that is going in the kitchen. And yeah, so I'm working on that. But I'm also really working on just sort of, like, healing my relationship with food. I don't think I've ever really talked about this on my channel before, but I don't have a great relationship with food. It's been a struggle that I've had, like, my whole entire life, and I won't go too much into it because it's kind of deep and possibly TMI, and possibly could be triggering. But, you know, I'll just say that I have not had the best relationship with food, like, my entire life, like, since I was a little kid. And I've never really truly worked on just having a healthy relationship with food. So I've been doing a lot of research on that, and, like, I think what I always tend to do is I like make rules for myself, like, oh, you can't eat this and you can't eat that. Like, because I was doing the keto diet, you know, which is fine. Like, I have nothing, and my husband is still doing keto. There's nothing wrong with keto at all. I think it's actually fine. But, you know, in my head, I, like, because there's so many rules with keto, like, I would get, like, I would start to see, like, certain foods as bad and certain foods as good, and then, like, I don't know, it would just kind of get all jumbled up in my head sometimes, and then I would start thinking about, like, oh, well, I can't have this or that, and then I would, like, think about those foods, like, because I couldn't have them, you know? So I'm gonna really try to work on my relationship with food, and not seeing food as good or bad, and just seeing it as, like, fuel for my body, like, that type of thing. So yeah, so I've been looking up some YouTube videos of that, and, like, listening to different people who are, like, nutritionists, who specialize in that kind of thing. And I did buy a book about that, and, you know, just different things. So just kind of looking into that, and yeah. I guess maybe, I don't know, I have a lot of work to do, probably. On that kind of stuff, but I feel like overall my anxiety level has been pretty good despite everything going on. Like, you know, I feel like in the past I would be, like, overwhelmed with anxiety based on what's going on, but I don't know, I feel pretty good. I feel positive. I feel like I can handle this. I feel like I'm taking positive steps to handle this correctly. And, like, as far as, like, work and my health and just everything going on, I feel like I'm taking positive, like, proactive steps. Well, as proactive as it can be. And I'm, like, trying to be prepared. I'm trying to think ahead, and I think that's really helping me. I think diamond painting is really helping me. And, you know, I have, like, my videos planned out, like, as far as the Mystery Monday. Like, I know, like, every Monday I'm going to have that video. So, like, I film those on the weekends, and yeah. I feel like that's helping me. I'm trying to write stuff down more and use a planner more. I feel like that is helping with my anxiety. So, all good things. Let's see, what else have we been up to? I feel like we haven't really been out much, because all things considered, you know. Just kind of been chilling at home. The dogs are doing really good. Goose and Scout are both really good. They're just so funny. They've been playing together a lot more. So usually, it's kind of funny because Goose is the younger one, and he is typically the more annoying one, that he always wants to play with Scout, and she sometimes ignores him, I think because she's annoyed by him. But, so we traveled to Illinois for Christmas, and the two of them, you know, I should see if I can find the picture because it's so funny. So we had the two of them in the back seat with their little seat belts on, and we had them in the back seat, and I think they had like good bonding time because they were stuck in the back seat together for, you know, 6 hours both ways. And we spent a lot of time together that whole trip, you know, because we were driving back and forth between Ohio and Illinois. And we stayed in one room in my mom's house, you know, because we were guests. And I think they had a lot of good, like, bonding time on that trip. And since we've been back from that trip, I feel like they're playing together more. And, like, they were playing tug of war with a rope toy the other night. And I feel like they're together more. So maybe that was a good thing, I don't know. Because before, it just seemed like Scout was so annoyed with him all the time. And we really thought that because we had to board them when we went to England this past summer, we really thought that would help them bond more, but it really didn't seem to have any effect. But I don't know, maybe because we were all together on this trip to Illinois, maybe that helped. I'm not sure, but it just seemed like they're more bonded now or something. I don't know. They're so cute. And I don't think I really talked about this in my previous WIP and Chats, but so Scout is our German Shorthair Pointer, and she is very timid and afraid of a lot of people. She's afraid of most people. She loves my husband and I, but she just really is like stranger danger when it comes to anybody else. And it's been a struggle because it's hard to take her anywhere. She really is. She's not like highly reactive. She doesn't growl and bark and snip at people, but she's just she cowers and runs away from people. She does not want them to pet her, you know, like she's just very fearful. And I do feel though that, so it breaks my poor mother, it like breaks her heart because she just wants Scout to like her, you know. And I feel like we made a lot of progress on this trip though, because Scout got to spend a lot of time with my mom and my stepdad, and I feel like she's coming around. Like she would get closer to them, and my mom actually was able to like feed her a few like little dog biscuits, and Scout actually took them from her this time. And I think my mom actually got to pet her a couple of times, which usually does not happen. So she is getting used to them and made some progress. And I think that Goose has also helped Scout in that way. Goose is like overly friendly, overly social, wants to be by everybody, wants to be loved by everybody. He has no problem running up to people and being pet by people. And I don't know if he's like a good example for her or if he just makes her feel better, but I feel like since we got him, she's been a little bit better and less afraid. But yeah, I feel like we made good progress with that when we went on our trip to Illinois. So yeah, so they're doing good, and Goose is still his goofy, adorable self. So it was really cute. My mom, I don't think I talked about this very much. My mom got everybody in the family like matching pajamas so we could do a Christmas pajama picture, and the dogs all had like matching bandanas. It was really, really cute. And she spoiled them. She got them like a ton of toys and treats. It was really, really cute. So it was pretty fun. I don't think I talked about that too much in my other videos. Probably because I was preoccupied with you know, everything else that happened after Christmas. So, yeah. Trying to think of what else is going on. Just crazy weather. So up in Illinois, and where my parents live, they've had like a ton of canceled school days. We haven't had anything too crazy here. I think they did cancel school on Friday of last week because there was quite a bit of snow and ice on the roads in the morning, but then it kind of cleared up. But we haven't had anything too bad here. Oh, we started watching, I was trying to think if we watched any good movies recently, which I don't think we have, but we started watching this show called Loudermilk. It's on Netflix, and it's about this guy named Sam Loudermilk, and tell me if you've seen it or not. It's a comedy show, and like a sitcom. And it has Ron Livingston in it, and I absolutely love him as an actor. He was in Office Space, which is one of my favorite movies of all time. I've watched that movie, like, when I was younger, I would, like, watch it all the time. I've seen it so many times. And so that, yeah, Office Space is like from the 90s, and if you haven't seen it, you should watch it because it's really, really funny. It has like Jennifer Aniston in it, and Ron Livingston, and it's so funny. So this show, Loudermilk, I kept scrolling past it because I was kind of like, even though I like Ron Livingston, I was just kind of like, there aren't too many modern sitcoms that I like. Like, I just really have a hard time finding any that I actually think are funny. I think the last, like, funny TV show that I liked was The Office. I just really have a hard time finding any that are actually funny to me. But so then finally one night my husband and I were like, okay, let's see what this one is about. Like, we keep flicking past it, you know. It's really funny, and it reminds me of, like, the type of shows that you would see, like, in the 90s. It's, like, that kind of humor, kind of like Office Space, kind of like, what was that show about the record shop, or movie? Oh my gosh, I can't even think of what it's called now. Was it Empire Records? Kind of like that humor. And so it's about this guy who runs a sober living group meeting, kind of like AA, but not AA. But it's kind of like this ragtag group, and it's really kind of cute. Like, they're kind of like lovable screw-ups, you know. It's a really good show. It's really funny. It's kind of crude and like off, you know, it's kind of, there's just some crude humor in there. But it's very, very funny. And so, yeah, we've been watching that like every night recently. It's pretty funny. It's pretty good. Oh, and I think I talked about this in a previous WIP and Chat. I wanted to see that show, that Natalia Grace show about the girl who they thought was, they adopted her as a child, and then all of a sudden they thought she was an adult posing as a child. I found a way to watch it, because I remember I was saying, like, I didn't want to spend more money. On Amazon Prime, you can get a free 7-day trial of Discovery Plus, which that show is on there. So I signed up for the free trial and watched it, and then canceled my subscription. So I was able to watch that documentary, or like series. It's like a docu-series. Very, very interesting. And so if you're looking to watch that, that's a way to do it. Just, you know, if you want to do like the free trial thing. So my husband and I watched that. I actually got him to watch that with me because he doesn't always like to watch those like type of documentary things, but it was fascinating. And I think there's actually going to be another season of the docuseries. And it's wild. The story kind of is not, I don't know, it's not exactly what I expected. But, and I won't go into it too much because I don't really want to spoil it for anybody that wants to see it. But it is a wild story, and I don't think it's done yet. I think there's more to it. Well, obviously, like, there's another season, but I don't think even so, I don't think, like, the whole story has been told yet. Basically, the gist of it is this girl was brought to the U.S. from Ukraine, and she has a specific type of dwarfism. I can't remember the exact like scientific term. I think it's kind of a rare type that she has. And so she was adopted by a family kind of under suspicious circumstances, but then there's a series of events that leads them to believe that she's actually an adult. And then there's a series of events that leads people to believe that she's actually a child. And I won't go too much more into it in case you're interested to see the show yourself. But what I find very interesting about that is the year. I don't know if anybody has seen the movie The Orphan, which is a horror movie about the same premise. A family adopts a child from another country, and they find out that she's an adult posing as a child. But what I find interesting is the same year that this real life family adopted Natalia, that's the same year that the movie The Orphan came out. And I think that's a really weird coincidence. And it makes me wonder if they saw that movie. You know what I mean? It's just really, really strange. Because we were watching the show, and my husband and I were talking about like, oh, this is just like that movie The Orphan. And I was like, I wonder what year that came out. Like, I wonder if that movie was inspired by the story or vice versa. And yeah, same year. I thought that was interesting. So, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, if you're into documentaries like that, that would be a good one to watch. So, has anybody bought any new diamond paintings or any new craft projects? Let me know. I'm kind of out of the loop on what's new, what's coming out, just because I've been, just kind of been out of the loop on stuff. I did sign up for that Penscription box from Enabler's Outpost because I wanted to try it out. So I think my first box will be here in February. I think I signed up for that one. I'm pretty sure I made the cutoff date because there's, deadlines to sign up for certain months. So yeah, I'm excited about that. And other than that, I'm on a no-buy, though, for diamond painting. And I'm excited because, so I was in Shay's live stream the other night, And she's confirmed that they are going to do Mermaids and Magic in March. So I'm going to shop my stash and find a mermaid painting. I have a couple that are Mandy Manzano's from Diamond Art Club, but I also have a very beautiful mermaid from Lazy River that I haven't unboxed yet, and I wanted to do an unboxing of it, but at the time that I received it was a crazy time, and I did not have time to do the unboxing. So I might actually do an unboxing video of it very, very soon, and then kit it up so that I have it ready for Mermaids and Magic in March, so that I'm like on top of it, because I do want to participate in that event, and I would like to open that painting. So we'll see. We shall see. So I think I'm going to end here with this color. So I am going to switch over to my computer and draw for Sparklegrams. I do have to say to my previous 2 Sparklegram recipients, I am sorry because I have not had a chance to send your Sparklegrams out yet, but I will, and I'll send you guys emails about it, but they will get sent. Sometimes it takes me a little while just because, you know, I have to, it just takes me a while. If you're not sure what a Sparklegram is, it is the friend mail that we do on this channel. So I will pick one random person during each WIP and Chat to send just a tiny little handmade gift to, just a way to say thank you for supporting the channel. So how we pick that random person is, if you want to participate, fill out the form that's linked down below. That way I know where to send the gift to. And then each week I pick something for you to comment on. So let's pop over to the computer and we'll pick this week's Sparklegram, and then we'll choose something new to comment on. So I'll be right back. Alright, hello my friends. We are on the desktop here. I am making sure I'm actually recording this time because last week I forgot to record. Okay, so let's pull up our random comment picker. Oh, yes, this one. We want this one. Okay. And this is our WIP and Chat from last week with all of our lovely comments. Thank you everybody for commenting. So last week I asked everybody to comment on what they were planning on kitting up next, or what craft project they were, you know, planning on working on next. So that is what we will use to pick our next Sparklegram recipient. So we're going to take this link. Alright, so we're going to come over here, and we got our link. We're going to come over here, we're going to plug it in, and we have to solve our little math problem, get YouTube comments. Thank you everybody who has commented. And we're going to hit start on the raffle. Who's it gonna be? It is Michelle Kelly. So congratulations to Michelle Kelly. She will be getting a Sparklegram from this week's WIP and Chat. So I will send that out as soon as possible, and also send out the ones from the previous week. I apologize on the delay. So let's see what her comment said. She said, "Hi Lexi, so glad you're feeling better. This January is flying by." Yes, I agree. My current diamond painting is, paint gems. I love paint gems. The cocktail series. I wanted to get those so bad, and I think they were sold out when I ordered. I wanted to take, excuse me, 1 second. I was going to see what the rest of her comment said. I wanted to take a break from the big canvas. I love your WIP and live and Chat's lives. I look forward to them all. Thanks, Lexi. Oh, thank you so much, Michelle Kelly. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I will get your Sparklegram sent out as soon as possible. Thank you so much to everybody that likes, comments, subscribes. I really, really, really appreciate the support. You all have been so wonderful to me, and thank you for being so patient while I'm just going through this little bit of recovery from my surgery, so I appreciate it so much. So we need to pick something for everybody to comment on for next week when we draw Sparklegrams. So let's see. Since I'm working on that beautiful owl picture, comment down below using the word owl, O-W-L. Just work it in somehow, use the word owl, and that is how we will pick for next time. I hope you're having a great week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!